Greetings, folks. It's me again. This time on Emerald Dragon Reiki to do a Reiki share to the pyramids, the pyramid grid. And so we'll get that started. Chokari. Okay. Om Sho Ze. Om Sho. Then Chokari. Call upon the Reiki Masters past and present. I call upon the Emerald Dragon. I call upon Yeshua ben Joseph. I call upon Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Kuan Yin, Green Tara. I call upon Archangel Raphael. I call upon Archangel Gabriel. I call upon Archangels Ariel and Uriel. And I also call upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Sandalphon, and Archangel Metatron, plus Source, Mother, Father, God, Prime Creator, some of the various names that I can kind of identify with for that being. I also call upon the Syrian Academy of Light, the Council of 12, to aid me in sending healing. I'm going to name a few names of people that I know. Actually, I should check this one. It's Gregg in need of healing. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to add another one. So actually, we'll start with him. Gregg Prescott. Understand that he had a kind of a stressful plane ride and coming home to an earth or a hurricane. I guess he might be a little stressed out, not good for his heart. So we'll send healing to his heart and send healing to his wife, Allison James. And I checked and Yara could use some extra help and healing too. So any healers out there that want to join with me in this, please do. Kind of called on you if you're a Reiki master, but there are other kinds of healers that can do distant healing. I also want to send out a healing and peaceful vibe for the elections, that they choose the vote, that it is a true vote, that there isn't, that if there is any cheating, that it is sussed out, and that the nation can heal itself from the deep divide that we've been put into by, let's see, certain elements of the Democrats that are pushing fear, anger, acrimony. We have to remember we're all humans, folks. So we're all connected, and we're all one, really, or one consciousness, or one planetary consciousness. This is the essence of Gaia Sophia, or that archetype, the Mother Earth archetype. Also the Empress archetype, because she's the Earth Mother. So all of that says to me that that we really need to try to get along and work things out, and not cheat, not lie, not get greedy or anything like that. I send energy, just things to calm down a little bit. All over the globe, in Russia, Ukraine, Iran, Iraq, Yemen, livery, all over the world. Syria, Israel, Palestine, the whole thing, the whole earth. If we can just get into a state of peace and harmony with each other, I realize we have to take care of certain criminal elements that we have in our government. Both parties are guilty of this. Both parties are corrupt in that way. They're corrupted to the military-industrial machine. This is why there's neocons and neoliberals. They're both doing the same thing. They're pushing war. War in the Ukraine. This is a proxy war for the USA or for NATO. So yeah, I want that all those agendas just to fall away because they are not healthy for anybody. Not a one of us needs anything like that. So peace on earth, goodwill to all men. Yes. And to that I raise the vibration of the earth a little bit, and I'm using the Emerald Dragon Reiki Orgone pyramid grid to spread this peace and love throughout the world. That especially here in the United States with the midterm elections, I would like to see that we get the true vote. That if they made the mistake of not dating their false ballot, we throw it out. By any excuse we can to throw out the illegitimate votes. And by illegitimate, I mean those that weren't actually made by, or where somebody is filling out more than one, which seems like that's what's happening. And also that they're ballot stuffing, using the machines to with an algorithm so that they favor one party over the other, because that one party's beholden to the powers that have it. Have those machines under dominion. So yeah, I send this out to the mass psychosis that we seem to be under, in the zeitgeist, the psychological tenor of our human race right now. We're in a dynamic system that is changing constantly. And I know that can be kind of stressful at times, so I send healing to that stress. I realize this is not sometimes it's not easy if you're looking at the world at large, which I would say, if you're watching mainstream TV, you might want to stop doing that. Though you can get it on the alternate outlets too. Everybody's got a drama that they're pushing. I think I'll go to with it being 27, I thought I looked up in Archangel Metatron's Self-Mastery Oracle book here. 27 is the Rainbow Bridge. So this is the Rainbow Bridge. I think it comes from the Norse mythology. That's the bridge that they go over to go to Valhalla, right? the hall of the fallen warriors that the Valkyrie collect and bring over the Rainbow Bridge. So it is the bridge between life and death, really. And an interesting thing, I was looking at the tarot numerology again for my birthday. So the soul number stayed the same, but I realized that I made a mistake on the my purpose. And it turns out it comes to 13, not 14. So that's the death card. So it's transformation and transition is what my life purpose is about. It's death and rebirth. It's and I guess this is why I kind of look at death in a different way than most people do. I don't look at it as an ending of my soul. It's just a transition from one state of energy to another. My soul passes out of this body into a more pure energy state where it may goes through a life review and then decides whether it thinks it can risk doing it over again, or whether it's going to take the grade that it's got and just move on, to a different world. That's just what I do a lot. I've wandered from star to star. Got trapped in this one for a little while because of this soul trap mechanism they had in the moon. The moon, and I can never look at the moon in the same way again after that download I got on it. But anyway, this is why I'm wanting to transform this, that we've got this. There's a lot of people out there that are giving this vibe of the election was stolen. It was, and there's some big anomalies. I'm not going to deny Fetterman. There is no reason why that should happen. Even given what Tucker Carlson said about early voting, I don't really think that the early voting would be that early, because it should be within 28 days of the election date is the earliest you should vote. And by then they should have known that he had a stroke and there might be some issues. Granted, they didn't really come out until the last couple of weeks to do the debate, where you actually got to see how badly damaged he was. But and still he got elected somehow. I don't know. That's just wrong. And then the Arizona governor race, that shouldn't be close. Kari Lake should have won that straight out. Flat. I mean, there isn't any way that Kate, whatever her name is, I mean, she didn't get out and do anything. I mean, how is that possible? It's just a machine. The Democrats said vote for her, and they're going to vote for her. Y'all need to start thinking about what you're doing. You really do. But anyway, I send healing to you that you start doing that. That you start looking at the people that you're voting for. Are they really for me? Are they going to do good by me and my family? So that should be our measure, not whether they're red or they're blue, not whether they're liberals or independents, not whether they're um, Green Party or the Communist Party. It doesn't really matter. They're all human, and they should be much more compassionate and kind to each other. So I send energy to that too. That the people counting the vote count it honestly, and don't let anything notice any anomalies and bring them to the attention of the authorities. So we may have an issue with the authorities, but that would be a different Reiki share for that, and probably not one I should be doing on YouTube, for YouTube. I probably have said too much for YouTube already, just because of the issues that I'm dealing with here, the elections. But I mean, I'm just trying to true the vote. That's all I want. Really, I don't care whether if it comes out that more people actually voted for the Democratic candidate, then fine. That's the way that went. And I guess if Fetterman actually got more votes than Dr. Oz, then I guess okay, if they're actual fair votes, that they weren't ballot stuffing going on, there weren't any funny business with the machines. There was some funny business in Arizona, that's for sure. All sorts of problems with the tabulation equipment not working properly. Had people waiting in line that didn't get to vote because they shut it off at 8. Yeah, there's a problem here in River City, as they say in that musical. We got a problem here in River City. The band ain't worth a shit. Anyway, I'm still healing to those 3 people and to the grid, and also to this other thing that I've been talking about here, the truing the vote. I really want to see that happen, that it be a true and accurate vote tally, that they speed the process up. It should not be until after the weekend. I mean, let's not give them a whole lot of time to cheat. I mean, this is kind of ridiculous. That's what they're saying there in Maricopa County, Arizona. So to them picking up the pace, doing it accurately, and not trying to make something happen that didn't happen, that wasn't voted on. So that's what I'm sending this Reiki out. And if you want to join me in that, please do. But also, I mean, for Gregg, I think he is having some heart issues, I feel, and so I want to soothe that. And then also for Ali, because I'm sure her arthritis is troubling her right now. And for Yara, because, I haven't heard from her today, which I usually would have. And so I'm concerned whether she's doing okay. And I'm being assured by Shala that she is okay. So Shala, do you have anything you want to say to the people on this day, on the 10th of November? 'Tis I, Shala, of the Council of 12. We are here today, brothers and sisters, to send healing to you indeed. We find it a little bit strange the way you conduct your elections. When we elect a council member for a council to govern us, or mostly to make the day-to-day decisions, because we govern ourselves. We are sovereign beings. This is what we hope that you will come to, is to be sovereign, yet working for the general good, that you are in service to others. We are all mostly in service to others. We do serve ourselves a little bit. That is a key in being in a loving energy for yourself. And this is why we admonish you or ask that you drop into your heart and feel that love for yourself and for others. This is the energy that you want to embody at this point in time, so that you will be in sync with the planet. The planet, your planet, Gaia, is trying to emanate the love vibration to raise itself up into the fifth dimension, or fifth density, might be a better term for the planet. For she's already at fourth density, and therefore most of you who are in sync with the planet are also at fourth density. But you will be moving up faster, and especially if you ground into the earth with your heart open and connected to your third eye or your crown. Bringing in the celestial energies from your crown down into the earth is a most excellent thing to do, if you can embody that or envision that. We say that it is indeed time for you to make this choice as to how you want to be and where you want to be. Whether you want this new earth paradigm. This is my fault, not her fault. She was trying to say that word, and I messed it up. I'm sorry, Shala. We're okay. That is not a problem. We could have used a Syrian word, but we figured you would not understand that. So we tried to fish one out of your head there. Moving on, we say, this is indeed a most propitious time for you to up the game, as it were, to bring your vibrations higher. And the best way it is, the most highest vibration to start with, it would be love, the love vibration. This is indeed what is called the first distortion of the universe, is the love for the creation. This is what the Creator had for the creation, a love for the creation. You should have a love for the creation too, because you are not only the created, but you also are the creators. You create the reality that you're around. This is why we're well pleased that this one tried, or is, embodying the energy of chewing the vote. This is indeed a worthwhile endeavor, and we will aid him in this effort, for it is important that you are truly and rightly represented as you wish. At the very least, if your system, you're going to use this system, may it work perfectly for you. This would be our wish, and this would be our desire. Okay, so she's pulling back. I would ask Shala and the council if they have any prognostications as to how this midterm election will play out. Well, we would say, Brother Phil, that it will be interesting. There will be revelations coming. There will be elections that will have to be redone. That the cheating will be we hate this word cheating, but it is, I think, the dishonesty of some members that are responsible for the vote, doing things that they that were, frankly, not legal according to the laws of their own state. We see that many have committed these crimes on both sides, we would say. But if it is to be true, this is indeed sometime this needs to be fixed. We would recommend a blockchain voting system. You have several programs like that would work very well. And that would be one way of truing the vote and making sure that the vote for one individual is counted exactly as he filled out the ballot. So in this, we say we will send energy to this. We always send energy anytime Brother Phil asks us to help in the healing. We are always happy to help in the healing of Mother Earth and to the inhabitants of the Mother Earth, especially to our ground crew, the ones like Phil that are of a Syrian soul nature, coming down on Earth and to help with this transformation and transition into a higher density and a higher state of consciousness. You can do much to this effort by going into meditation, deep meditation, and we would say deep breathing. Breathing is a good method for getting into this state. Mantras or affirmations are another good way to do this, something that this one does. And we would say it is most appropriate for you to pray, if that is the way you see it. Pray to the source, pray to Mother Earth, pray to the sun, pray to whatever divine thing that you want aid from. You could say, pray to us, even though we don't feel that that's necessary. You need only ask us, and we will try to help you as much as we can without breaking any of the cosmic laws about free will or anything of that nature. There is a bit of problem in this truing of the vote, we have to agree, but there are undue influences on these people that are making these mistakes, and we would call them mistakes, rather than the other term that we used earlier. And we find that these mistakes will be sussed out, that you will find out about them, and that it will be up to you to demand that they be brought to justice, and that maybe that will stop this in the future. But it is something that has to be asked for by the populace, right? They have to demand this in order for that to happen. There is the power, the strength of numbers, of those of you that wish to see a true vote are joining in on this video, then of course that increases the power of this particular wish form, or this thought form that is being created of a true vote, a true archetype of the true vote. We hope that you see the efficacy of what we say here, and we will leave you with that. Okay, well, that was an interesting answer to that question. Yes, it answered it. Yeah, no, I think it answered it pretty well. It is drawing a little energy still, but I think I will go ahead and end the video here at this point. We will end it with a signing out with the bowls. And please do share this, because the more people that it's shared with, the more people it can help and aid. And if they want to join in, the more people that join in with that idea of truing the vote, of having a proper and correct election is important to you, then join in that wish, in that prayer, in this, or however you send energy. And with that, I say adieu.